Abusunya Kennedy akompre kwa Agyapong ni spokesperson kwasi kwatin ene de nsem kakra etudwa efa Hopeson Adorye Alan Comeback NPP amnesty a omode abeto abonten kire se NPP ni bia e kame akoye se ye suspended no anase kwan bi so free party nim no obetimi aba back ene nsem ansa mpanifu yi a ye pamo omode tudwa.
I engaged Hopeson Adorye yesterday and he said nothing on earth will make him ever reconsider going back to the NPP. Kwesi.
Hopeson is an adult and he's entitled to his views. So we can only wish him well. You see, party progresses, party grows. And there comes a time, even if you look at our constitution, for instance, those prerogatives of mercy that has been given to the president under Article 72, there are instances where you have to temper justice with mercy on many grounds. It could be on humanitarian grounds, on health grounds, on whatever grounds. But in the spirit of unity of the party, in the spirit of unison, we are a party, we are growing, is a growing democracy. At some point, we believe that in as much as that you may also want to instill discipline in the party, you may also have to balance with some form of reconciliation. That is what has happened as I speak to you. So yes, there are people who, it could be that some of them were wrongfully suspended. It could also be that some of them, they were indeed justifiable basis for their suspension. But ultimately, I mean, there comes a time where you say that, look, as a party, we need to grow, we need to come together, we need to pardon each other. You see, the truth is that the individual and members of the party can wrong the party. But as soon as you admit that the individual or the members of the party can wrong the party, it presupposes also that even the party can also wrong its members. Because the party is not run by angels. The party is also being run by the same human beings who we could do ABC to each other and we will not like it. But ultimately, we are saying that, well, we've gotten to a stage that in the supreme interest and in the spirit of reconciliation, all those that have been suspended, we've waived the suspension. There's also another category where they are saying that, well, people that are also facing different forms of disciplinary action to all those ones who has also been waived. And of course, the last category, those who has forfeited their membership. Those are the ones that are required to apply to the party. So it's not like a general rule where every person is expected to apply to the party. It's just those that has forfeited their membership.
By the dictate of the constitution.
Yes. You see, if you are suspended, your membership has not been revoked. You are still a member. But if you forfeit your membership, then it means that you are not even part of us again. So those ones with the suspension, those ones, at least, they have been waived and they have the opportunity to come. And I'm London, very interesting. Recall that it was Kennedy Agyapong who made this appeal during the thank you talk. He was the first person to make this appeal. That, I mean, at a point, Mr. Chamatin has gone with his people, the party, their cries, their division. Even a lot of them wants to come back because most of them, you realize that at the time that they took the decision, if maybe they had waited and reflected over it for, I mean, subsequent time, I'm sure their decision would have been rather different. So you give them opportunity to come back. But I mean, as for Mr. Adorye, he's a grown-up man. If he say he won't come, fine. I mean, but we expect that a lot of them will come back.
Would you expect Alan Comeback to return to the fold?
If he comes, I'll be one of the excited person because you see, politics is about numbers. Mr. Chamatin may not succeed in his quest to be president on the route that he's taking as an independent candidate. But there is no two ways about that. Obviously, his decision will have a consequential impact or effect.
But now he says he's not going independent again.
Yeah, but right now that we've given opportunity for a lot of his guys to also come on board, we may only be left with him. You understand? But I mean, the point is that he is a grown-up man. We cannot compel him on the decisions that he wants to do. We've opened the opportunity for people to come back. If he feels that he wants to come back, fair deal, we'll open our arms to accept him. But of course, I mean, we're also appealing to all the people that join him that they should come back. I agree. There is no point that disunity will help the party. Recall, NDC, when Madam Kunedo Ajiman Rollins at some point also even went for elections, contested.
NDP.
Yeah, it really affected them. But I mean, at some point, you get to a stage you say that. Well,
is it really about reconciliation or just padding up your numbers for 2028?
I think the two correlates. The there is a link between them. Yes, you have to reconcile, and at the same time, you also have to understand that the reconciliation also have an impact that will benefit you as a party, which is about the numbers, and that's what exactly that we are doing.
Are you also not risking sending a message across that disobedience gets pardoned?
But even the president recently has pardoned people, the 998 people. That, I mean, you see, it's just about tempering justice with mercy.
Okay.
These are people who, a lot of them, there are even situations where most of them were wrongfully suspended, depending on who was holding the other bar of the power and felt that he could do A, B, C, D. So just like prisons, when you go to prison now, it is not the case that everybody in prison has committed an offense or something. But of course, when you also give the powers of prerogative of mercy to somebody, if you're also not very careful and you do not regulate it, it becomes so discretionary, it may also lead to an abuse. But this is a decision that has been taken by the National Council of the party, that in spite of everything, even those that were suspended, we feel that they've served their punishment enough. Even the whole point about suspension is a punishment itself. You get it. And people have served their suspension. People were also wrongfully suspended. People even forfeited their membership. But look, I mean, bottom line is that what is the whole essence of a political party? To get the numbers and win political power. So that no matter ideas that you have, there are people are talking about rich ideas, people are also talking about practical ideas. At the end of the day, you get the numbers to drive that cause so that you'll be able to bring it into fruition. So I commend the National Council, I commend the party executives, and 21 guns salute to Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, who made this call that today we are seeing into fruition. So I think we are good to go.
Doc, I'll come to you. Let me come to you.
It has to be sincere. And that's the challenge. Because you find you have given amnesty to, and I'm not talking NPP, I'm talking generally. You've given amnesty for those to come back. And then what then happens is that those who stayed will now use it against you. When we needed you, you left us and you went. And now you've come back and you think this position should be given to you. So it has to be sincere. Look, it would be a shame for the largest opposition party to disintegrate to a certain extent that they will not even be fit for purpose to rule, just like my party. At the present moment, my party is not fit for purpose to rule because of the way we have broken ourselves up. And in politics, you sleep with odd bedfellows. In politics, you sleep with odd bedfellows. And in politics, there are certain things that you need to be able, yes, to be strong at, but also realize that it can affect that institution, because it's a voluntary institution, isn't it? It's not mandatory. It's a voluntary institution. And so you've got to be very careful. I'm not sure, and maybe Chris will be able to tell me, in the times of the Darochas and the J.H. Mensahs and all those types of people, did we see and hear suspensions? I don't remember in those years. And people did say some really challenging things. But when you look at that time of the type of politicians we had then and the type of politicians we have now, the total difference. And the difference is that people cannot stand someone who says something that they feel, hurts them. And unfortunately, in this Fourth Republic, especially to this latter part, a lot of leaders have handled political parties as their as their ownership. And because of that, it's created quite a lot of challenges. If the NPP are inviting all the others to come back, it's a good thing. They need the numbers. At the present moment, when you look at them, the elections have really distorted them. And it's based on how the country was ruled in the last 8 years that people felt They could have done more, they could have done better, but they didn't. It was more on a personal interest level. And based on that, people said, we don't want to see you again. So I think they themselves are trying to make sure that they can get their numbers back, they can be electable, they can make sure that people understand where they're coming from, but it has to be sincere. I would like a situation where Chamatin goes back to MPP.
Okay.
I'd like that situation.
Why?
It fortifies them. It fortifies them. A lot of people have a certain trust in him.
Okay.
Perhaps if it happened at the time that it was a Baumia Chamatin flag bearership, they probably could have done better than they did in the last election. They might not. They might not have won the election, but they might not have also gone down as low as they did in the last election. So I think it's a good thing, and I hope they are able to work together as individuals, and nobody should say you went out, because you went out we have a much stronger position in the party than you do. I hope nobody comes to tell Kwesi that because you supported Ken, we don't want to see you again. If it so happens that Ken doesn't win, I hope that doesn't happen. Well, I'm saying, and vice versa. If Ken wins, I hope they don't do that to others, because you see, people need to see unity. And when I use the CPP as an example, people haven't seen the kind of unity that they can say, yes, the CPP is that party that come 2028 we can vote for. The onus lies on who? The onus lies on us to be able to do it. But one person can't do it. The grouping should be able to do it. And unfortunately, where the CPP is concerned, in different areas. And we need to be able to realize that it will not help us in any way. We've got to be able to say, let's come together, and may the best man win on the day that we decide we are going to Congress as a unit. I believe if Nkrumah ever came back to Ghana, he would have changed the CPP.
Okay.
He wouldn't have run the CPP the way it was run. He would have changed it. So it is up to the individuals to make sure that we can come together. And maybe the MPP has seen sense and think that, okay, right now, this is what needs to be done for the party to be able to be strong enough to come 2028. But I doubt 2028 they will win the election, but it's a good start. It's a good start.
My point is that let's respect the decision of the National Council. Ultimately, those that have been suspended have been given a room to come and operate fully in the party.
Okay.
The National Council also believe that those who have lost their members essentially are not a member of the party. When they come, you see, if you love the party, the first thing you should be thinking of is not necessarily to come and assume a position. Within a space of 2 years, you are not a member of the party. I'm not sure even today, if I join the NDC now, I'll be allowed to be their next flag bearer. That's exactly what it is. Forget about somebody who was a founding member or...
But are the dynamics not different? You are coming from a different tradition and you decide to join the NDC.
Exactly.
That's different.
But people, for instance, if you go for movement for change, haven't you then... how do you call it?
Moved away from that your core tradition.
Even you.
Why don't you allow him to be where he is, but you are calling him to come?
We are giving opportunity for everybody. In any event,
you don't need them.
But
hold on. In any event,
that he must.
In any event, this is not even a compulsion. In any event, this is not even a compulsion. At the end of the day, party has its own rules and regulations and a standard. There is a standard that the party feels that they've defined within the exigencies of the moment. Maybe in 2 months or 3 months' time, they may even extend an invitation to people like you. That those of you in the NDC come and now we manage affairs. Come around for general secretary for us.
Maybe Kwesi will extend an invitation to you.
I don't want to be an NPP member.
Because you believe you like Kennedy Agyapong. So maybe Kwesi will extend.
So that's what I'm saying. That maybe one day you never know. Ken becomes the next flag bearer. Your people will show you small pepper.
No.
Oh, we know this is when you are in government, you are talking. You speak as if the whole world is for you, as if you are swallowing sugar every day and honey, and you are here. Oh, the NPP should have been. If there was a second force, the NPP should have been collapsed. We've seen worse from you, but yes, you are sitting here. What happened? Kusitano didn't he break away? How did you people treat the founder? How did you people treat the founder's wife? Recently, Dr. Dufo, how did you people treat him? But today you have come in one accord. You see, opposition will clear your eyes. In opposition, you will come together. Yes, you will be forced to come together. You will be forced to come. When you are in government, you are advising, you will think everything. Opposition,
opposition. Now MPP's eye is clear.
You have gotten there.
Settled.
You have gotten there. You have gotten there, and I know one day you also get there again. That is how it's always been. So you sit here and be boastful and talk about us, and you undermine us. But what I'm telling you is that we are coming back stronger.
Okay.
We are uniting. We are re-strategizing. We are rebuilding. Out of respect, we'll come together. We'll give so much respect to each other. We'll give respect to Ghanaians. We'll come together with one accord in unison. And the most important that you should be looking at. When you sit here and discuss MPP, Galamsey is on the rise. Maybe you still have the good also. We are not talking about it. You promised 24-hour economy. I said now we've not seen anything. Sit here and so Ghanaians are watching. You recently paid Maripoma, and I know they will also default again. You promised jobs. People are hold on. You promised jobs.
Pessimistic.
Today we are discussing hospitals. Me, I'm being nationalistic, so I say it's a general problem. 2 years from now, Ghanaians will not call it a general problem. They will make it an NDC problem. This girl, I'm saying Ghanaians will not call it a general problem. They will make it an NDC problem. So you sit here. You made series of promises.
Why do you think it can't be sorted?
Which one?
Why do you think it can't be sorted?
No, but from how they've started, how do you think? No,
This is 7 months.
Okay.
Compared to 8 years.
All I am suggesting to you is that focus on your governance.
Don't throw stones at glass houses.
No, all I am suggesting to them is all I'm suggesting to them is that they should focus on their governance whilst we focus on mobilizing our party.
Okay.
At the end of the day, 2028 is there. Maybe they should pray other candidates wins. Other than that, the way the party is geared towards bringing Kennedy Agyapong, 2028, you should be very cautious and careful.